certainly do appreciate them. A little Fiat X19 as well, interesting little car. Always loved a Morris Minor Traveller as well. It's one of those cars I'd quite like to own. I'm not sure the last time I saw a Vauxhall Omega estate, probably not for about 20 years. Glad to see one surviving, and it actually did look in quite nice condition. A few of these cars in this area did have they look like nice lower mileage cars, have been well looked after, nice interiors, nice original looking cars, which is always good to see. In a second, we're going to go past all the newer projects in this area. Once I get past these people, the newer project, the nicer projects, the more high value projects. So the first one you're going to see is an E-Type Roadster, which is more than a bit battered, rusty, needs a lot of love and time and money spent on it. I'm curious to see what it sells for. 4.2 Series 1, I quite like it. I'm a sucker for a project, as I've mentioned in plenty of videos. And the Series 1 E-Type, out of any of them, especially the Roadster, is probably the one that will hold its money. They are certainly down on where they were a few years ago. E-Type values have receded. But if you could get it on the road, get it usable, and you could build it to your own spec, I mean, look at that bonnet. That's going to need plenty of work. It's one you could do, but easily you could go and buy one cheaper that's already done. By the time you restore it and spend all that money on it, you've got to be doing it for the love of the car, or you want a certain spec. Love a little Beetle, love an Inceptor, and I really am a fan of this Silver Shadow. Love the plate on it. I'm curious to see what it sells for. It's guided between 6,000 and 8,000. Comes with the plate. 6,000 and 8,000. Comes with the plate. Certainly needs a lot of love, like my one did when I bought it. So I'm going to be watching that one. This Rolls Royce 2025 as well. Handsome body on it. Needs a whole lot of love to get that drop head all fixed and actually on the road. Now, these are really the everyman classics in this auction. There's modern classics, there's modern cars, there are classics. I don't think there's any pre-war out here. Mixture of conditions, mileages, histories, some with none, some with poor history, but you've got a bit of everything out here. If you're looking for a classic car and you've got your wits about you, you know what you're looking for, you possibly could snag a bargain, but you've got to know what you're doing, coming through at any auction and buying one of these cars. Also, there's a chance you might find something that's a little bit rare out here, something you don't really see in the listings. So it's always worth keeping an eye on what's coming through auctions and then coming and having a look. And if you're not mechanically minded, then make sure you bring someone who is. Someone who can assess a car rationally, because it's quite easy to get bit of fever and go and spend a lot of money that you weren't intending to spend. I probably didn't have too many favourites in the outside section this time. Normally I pick out one or two things that really quite interest me. However, I will say there's a little Maserati that we're going to go turn around back to its